Now that our truss part file is finished, we want to add this to a drawing. So we're going to go to File, New, Drawing, and make sure you choose the one that says .dwg at the end. And here we have a new sheet. Now this sheet is huge. It's 24 by like 30. So we want to change that to something that we can print in our printer. So we're going to right click on Sheet over here in the browser. And we are going to choose Edit Sheet and change it to A. Makes it 8.5 by 11. Okay. So now it's something more manageable, and we want to change the title first of all. So let's go to Annotate tab, and we're going to choose the text tool, and we are going to drag a little text box here. I'm going to change the size to 0.24 inches, and I'm going to type my last name. You type your last name and enter, and I'm going to put Truss. If you want to change that to your first and last name, that's fine. However you want to do it. So click OK. Now it says my name down there. Okay, so let's start placing our trusses. So go back to the Place Views tab, click on Base. Now, because I have my truss already open, it pops up there. But if for some reason your truss does not pop up, go over here to the Browse button and find it in your drive. Okay, so once you have it here, we're going to drag it over a little bit. We want the front view, which is good. And we're going to change the scale. Let's look at 1 to 2. That's a little bit too big. So I'm going to click here, backspace, and hit 3. That's a little bit more manageable. And I'm going to drag it about where I want it. I'd say about there. Okay. All right, so now we want to put an isometric view. So hit the base again. And this time, drag it up here in the corner. And we want to hit the home button here so that it's an isometric view. And again, change this to 1 to 3 and kind of drag it up here in the corner. And we also want to click on this button here that says shaded. That'll keep it shaded like that so it looks a little more three-dimensional. Click OK. If for some reason you didn't hit the shaded button, you can hover over this until it turns a red border around it and double click, and you can still click on shaded. All right, let's add some dimensions to this. So if we go back to the Annotate tab, hit the Dimension tool, and let's start with the bottom. We're going to click on the bottom, drag it down, and click again. And I'm going to go ahead and type in the apostrophe or the quotation mark to make it inches and hit OK. And I also want to go from here to here, click, and type in inches. Okay. And one more thing. Let's do this one here. And again, we're just clicking on the side of the line. And instead of having the 12.3, which makes little sense to us, click Hide Dimension Value. And let's type in what we already know will be 12 hyphen, actually we'll make it 5/16 inches. And if this box pops up, just click OK and OK. And now we have a more reasonable number there. So everything looks good. That's what we want. Our dimensions are on here. Now we want to just go ahead and file, save, and again, keep it under your classroom folder. Call it, instead of Truss, this time we'll call it Truss Drawing. And click Save. Now we're ready to print. So that's creating a drawing file from your parts. Hopefully this makes sense and you can get this finished and turned in to move on in your project.